What's up, everybody? James Duggan here at Blizzcon 2016, brought to you by Omanex by HP. I'm here with Kyle and Jonathan. The opening ceremony, guys, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was freaking awesome, man. I love the new heroes from Heroes of the Storm. I really was excited about the remake for Diablo 1. I've never played it myself, so I'm really excited to give it a go.
Really looking forward to Ragnaros and Heroes of the Storm, and like Kyle, looking forward to the Diablo 1 remake. It's going to be exciting stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me tell you, the Diablo 1 that I played was extremely difficult, so I'm very interested to see how they're going to adapt this. Are you guys more interested in taking your old characters into this, monastery beneath Tristram, or do you want to roll the new Necromancer class?
Definitely going to roll the new Necromancer class. What are you talking about?
It'll be fun to take old characters through there, but the Necromancer is going to be first thing.
All right, let's swap it up. Let's talk about Sombra. Let's move on over to Overwatch. The way that they kind of were hinging on our nostalgia for this 25 years of Blizzard, and then they were like, here's this video, and I was kind of like, let's get to the announcements. Just kidding. It was all Sombra the whole time. Did that blow you guys away?
Yeah, I saw the glitches, and I'm like, something's going on here, and then it was Sombra, and that was really exciting.
I think we were all kind of expecting Sombra, but not as quickly as she came around. That was really an exciting way of announcing her, for sure.
So I'm going to ask, they didn't quite fully announce her moveset there, at least in the opening ceremony. We saw that she had that teleport thing. We saw that she was able to control a Volskaya mech. Do you think she's going to be able to do that? What do you think her ultimate is going to be?
I would imagine it'd be something like control of Volskaya mech or something like that. Something big, something do a lot of damage, because otherwise it's not that much,
Yeah.
Some form of a mech control or something. Not really sure on it, but it's going to be exciting.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of BlizzCon.
All right.
Hey, take care. I'm going to pass this along to whoever is next. I may also just stand here until somebody walks on. Let us know what you guys thought of BlizzCon in the comments. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Andrea Shield.
Very nice to meet you. What did you think of the opening ceremony?
I thought it was fantastic, but I expected it to be that way. I mean, they make great games. So.
They do. They do make fantastic games. Do you, in terms of this being relative to other BlizzCons, did you think that this opening ceremony was maybe a little bit underwhelming, or were you just fine with them kind of being a little bit retrospective and keeping the announcements low-key?
Oh, I'm really happy about the retrospective work, actually, because I played the original Diablo, so for me it's awesome. I can't really speak to other BlizzCons. This is my first BlizzCon.
Wow!
Yeah.
After playing the original Diablo, this is your first BlizzCon.
Yeah.
That's super exciting.
I've been a fan for many years, obviously.
So beyond kind of that retrospective mode for Diablo 3, what was the other excitement that the other announcement that you were most excited about?
I'm an AI programmer in the industry, so I got to say the deep mind work that they're doing with StarCraft 2 is really the reason I'm here.
That seemed almost like just a weird alternate reality thing in and of itself, that they're taking this deep mind and, them
Yes.
playing StarCraft and this terrifying AI that beats somebody at Go, and now they're bringing it into StarCraft, which is a war game, and I love how they were like, this is going to advance, medicine, this is going to advance education.
It does,
and
yeah.
other human endeavors, and I was like, I hope it's not war. Anything but that. But are you, so being an AI programmer, is this like the pinnacle of AI?
Well, I use different methods for my AI. I've never actually applied machine learning directly, so I'm very fascinated to see what kind of behaviors they get out of something like a neural network. But I think it'll be very interesting to see if it's going to be fun to play against. There's a difference between having a super intelligent or challenging AI and something that's fun to play.
It seems like they're entirely skipping over fun and just going for as hardcore as possible, competing with the top StarCraft 2 players.
Have you played an esports battle? They may be onto
something. I have played
something.
against some very terrifyingly hard AI. And yeah, that fun factor it's just a fight for survival at that point. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for your insight. Enjoy the rest of BlizzCon.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. We have our first semblance of a cosplayer, an Epic hat. What's going on?
Hey, not much. How you doing?
Good, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You were Mike?
And I'm Jess.
Jess. We have Mike and Jess here. Okay, guys. So first question, thoughts on the overall opening ceremony?
Pretty exciting. I think everyone was expecting Sombra.
Yeah.
I mean, in true hacker fashion, a lot of information leaked, maybe intentionally. I feel like maybe that was part of the ARG.
Possibly, I have no idea.
But I think the fact that we got a new short really kind of made it really exciting again. It made it really new, and obviously just seeing some of those abilities.
Yeah, I was saying a little bit earlier, I love the way they kind of phased it into this opening ceremony, or this launch documentary, and I was like, come on guys, get to the character. But yeah, I thought the ARG was a little bit long-winded. It got a little bit monotonous towards the end there, but I am finding it hard to think of another character reveal that has been handled in such a fantastic way. So are you guys excited to play her?
To be completely honest, I am not for stealth characters at all.
No,
she
no.
looks really cool, and I want to see her in action, but possibly someone else doing it. To be
What about you?
completely honest.
I'm definitely excited to at least try her. I remember when I was like following Overwatch when it was like first coming out and stuff. They said one of their ideas with Genji was they wanted him to be a stealth character, and they thought stealth didn't fit the gameplay. So
Well, did you see the terrifying iteration of Genji that was Hanzo as well?
Yes,
And it was
yeah.
together, and the guy had stealth and a bow and arrow. And it's like, oh my god, that must have been the most overpowered character of all time. But
yeah,
I'm she doesn't really speak to me in terms of the archetype. I'm a more in-your-face tank or
Right.
direct damage kind of guy, and she seems subversive, and she's a stealth character. But I'm very excited to play against her and see if I
Right.
can outsmart her
And
shenanigans.
I feel like they haven't made any major missteps so far. Like Anna was such a good addition to just the composition and the gameplay of Overwatch. I kind of trust them at this point.
Sure.
Like until they disappoint me. Now,
So I
I'm
have to
gonna go
ask,
for it.
you're wearing a Murloc hat. Are you currently subscribed to World of Warcraft?
I have never been unsubscribed to WoW since when Dire Maul came out.
Have you added up the dollar value, equivalent to a small tuition, but hey.
Right.
So were you a little bit disappointed to not see anything new, or has Legion been just so incredibly awesome and they just released patch 7.1 Return to Karazhan? They have that new raid coming in. I mean, what else could they possibly announce?
Right. Yeah, we were actually just talking about, we overheard other people say no Warcraft, but as you just said, we just got an expansion. We just got a huge content patch. There's so much to do. I only have like 2 maxed out characters, and I haven't even like touched the surface of Legion, I feel. So I feel like it'd be so early to show whatever they're doing next.
So the other topic that I really have to bring up is the legacy servers, the classic servers. It's a really hot topic. It's something that I have a stake in at least emotionally. I think everybody does. But were you guys wanting to see something here? I know that they said they weren't going to show anything, but yeah.
To be completely honest, I love the idea of a classic server, but just with the way they've explained it and how just they've changed the assets over the years and that they aren't the original assets anymore, it doesn't seem like a possibility. It'd be neat, but I'm kind of fine with where I am. I'm not done with Legion content. I haven't even touched 7.1. I'm
Sure.
happy with the state of the game.
I thought Legion is the best expansion in years, personally. But
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of BlizzCon.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I'm going to take this from you. I'm going to do one of these.
Thank you.
Look at those skills. All right, let's bring on whoever is next. Yes. Hi.
Hi there.
What's your name?
I'm Lindsay.
Very nice to meet you. What did you think of the opening ceremony?
It was really, really awesome. I was really, really excited to hear and see the whole Sombra hack thing. I've been really into the whole like Overwatch ARG, so it was nice that they finally let that go.
Yeah. I mean, if they didn't announce it, I feel like the entire crowd would have rioted the entire time.
Definitely.
So were you happy with what you saw in terms of what her moveset looked to be? Does she look like she's going to be a character that you're going to try?
Yes, I'm definitely going to try her. I think she's probably going to be like really infuriating. They've already shown like her abilities list online, and it looks like it's going to be
Tracer
annoying.
on steroids.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
so annoying.
That is the absolute thing that I got from that. Is like playing against her as Reinhardt is just going to be an absolute nightmare. But
Yeah.
What else did you enjoy from the opening ceremony?
I'm actually also really excited to hear about the Overwatch League. That thing looks so legit.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that. So Overwatch League, for those of you who weren't tuning into the opening ceremony, is basically this kind of like, it's a conventional sports take on esports that we
Right.
really haven't seen before. We've seen it kind of get there, but
Right.
the idea is that you have these teams that are centered around states and cities, and they're actually salaries, and they're actually,
Yeah.
benefits.
Yeah.
When they said benefits, I was like, what?
I
know so
know.
many people who don't have benefits at the job they're at, and so if you're really that top-tier player, I think that's a really cool thing. Are you going to try and compete, or is, like me, just something you're going to watch from a distance and be like, that looks good?
If I lived in like a tiny city, maybe. But I live in Phoenix, so there's probably
there's a lot of
someone who's a little
competition.
bit better than me. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else? Did you see the Hearthstone? Are you a Hearthstone player?
I do. I play a decent amount of Hearthstone. That also looks really legit.
Mean Streets of Karazhan.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I just want that next class. I want the Death
Seriously.
Knight. I don't know if it's going to happen, but
Yeah, seriously.
all right.
For sure.
Thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of BlizzCon. You got time for one more? Yeah? Come on in, guys. Pile in.
Hey, how's it
Oh,
going?
man, we have
How
a
you
team.
doing?
What's
We
going on?
do.
You want to tell us your names?
Well, my name is Dr. Legend, and I am the co-GM of the prestigious Legend Anonymous Guild on the US Sargeras server, and right here, my main man, the F-Shack.
F-Shack, Lucky
Alliance or
Pierre,
Horde?
Footbois.
I mean, on Sargeras, I assume you're Alliance, right?
Alliance. Yeah.
Absolutely, for the Alliance.
We're gonna fight afterwards. Hopefully they don't strangle me right now. But I was a long-time Horde player. So, what did you guys like, and were you disappointed at all from that, or was it all just great? The opening ceremony.
The biggest news for me, Overwatch League. I mean, they're taking one of the most fascinating things about the esports scene so far and streamlining it and making it better. We're seeing a lot of new competitors, new teams coming in. It's hard to know who to cheer for. And with the Overwatch League, they're streamlining it. They're making it better and making it not just for the players, but for the fans as well.
Sure. Yeah, I have to say that seeing esports from where it started, and it's been really rocky territory. I know a lot of players who were kind of like financially great one moment and then not the next. So to see that they're really taking this mature approach to it, having it be based around cities, they have coaches, they have recruiters, they have benefits, they have salaries. How do you guys feel about that?
I think, like you were saying, it really solves the biggest problem in esports, where there's just not a huge organized league. I think it's going to probably bring it to the mainstream a little bit more than it is currently.
Yeah, I think a lot of people saw that announcement. They were like, cool, whatever, esports, whatever. But that is so huge. And if they follow through on that, that could set a precedent for the rest of the industry. And I don't know who else is better to do that than Blizzard, I think.
All
right.
Set the standard.
So Hearthstone, you guys play Hearthstone? You got a Hearthstone card here. You have to say something about the mean streets of Karazhan.
Well, we're not Hearthstone players. However, we are the heroes of Warcraft. So that's why we've got these cards here representing.
Heroes of the Storm, yes, no, maybe?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Big Heroes player. I can't wait for Barry and Rin. That was an amazing announcement. Hoping for Reinhardt next. That's one of my favorite characters.
So who are you more excited for? I thought they sold up Varian very well, and then they just kind of like threw Ragnaros in there, and I was like, Ragnaros?
Oh,
What?
it blew my mind. I mean, a raid boss as a playable character, they set the tone last year when they announced a 2-player class with Cho'Gall, and now they're having the diversity of characters available for Heroes of the Storm is amazing, and I can't wait to see where they go next.
The game has just gotten better and better. What do you think, Varian or Ragnaros? If you had to pick one.
Rag. You got to play Rag.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
He's the bad boy and the bad guy in our game, so he's got to go bad.
Thank you guys so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of BlizzCon. I'm going to take this mic from you, shake your hand, do a handshake over here. Thanks, guys. Cool. We good? All right, wonderful. That was a look at what the fans had to say about the opening ceremony of BlizzCon 2016. I am James Duggan. This whole thing is brought to you by Omen X by HP, and for all things BlizzCon, make sure you keep it right here on IGN.